We sit in the aftermath of one of the most barbaric and unspeakable acts in the history of modern Jerusalem. And people ask me, what have you to say about it? Are you going to speak about it on H.com? Are you going to have something to say, a reflection, a thought, a reaction, something to help us sort out what exactly happened? And I'm reminded of a time when I went back to Poland and saw what happened in the concentration camps. We were at Majdanek, and after seeing the horrors of the concentration camps, we gathered outside, and I heard these sage words from Rabbi Herschel Schachter, who is a great Torah scholar. He said that many people ask the question, where was God during the Holocaust? How can we understand, how can we explain God, and under looking at what happened in the Holocaust? How could we possibly find a way to fit God into the Holocaust? And he said something that I thought was brilliant, harsh, but brilliant, and that is that when you see things that are inhuman, when you see things that are so diabolical, so beyond the scope of human comprehension, then you must conclude that God had something to do with this. It is not a question of where was God, it is actually testimony of God's existence because of the fact that things sometimes cannot be seen within a human perspective. I thought it was intelligent. I understood it. It made sense to me. It doesn't explain the Holocaust, it doesn't explain horror. But to me it says that we don't understand what God's intentions are, but we know that He is there. And you know what? When I listen to the widows, when I listen to the survivors of this terrible calamity, it is amazing to see that they are not the ones who are questioning God. They are not the ones who are saying, how could this happen? Just the opposite. From them, we derive our strength. From them, we hear about how we must intensify our connection to God. You might think that after this happens in such a tragedy, you might think that they would be the ones who would say, where was God? How could this happen? That's not so. That's not our way. We get strength from these people. We understand that they have a special understanding of what happened and give us the message that we must increase our faith and somehow make the world a better place. Where was God in Har Nof last week? He was in that synagogue. Do we know what happened? Do we know why it happened? No. Do we know that God was there? Yes. And we know that we must intensify our efforts to come closer to Him. Something to think about.